Hey, this is Alvin for Planet Vehicle, and today we're on a ferry right outside of Vancouver, British Columbia. We're on our way to the Sunshine Coast to take a look at the new 2011 Nissan Juke. Earlier this year, we talked to Larry Dominique. He's one of the vice presidents with Nissan, and he explained to us the new product line coming up in 2011. Of course, you have the Leaf, which is the electric vehicle that Nissan is rolling out, but also we talked about the Juke.
This is Nissan's first entry into a sporty cross kind of segment. You're going to notice it has a very unique design. Some people call it bulldogish, some people call it sporty and crossover. But in reality, it's a very strong masculine look to the vehicle. Another thing that's very unique in this vehicle are the running, park, and turn lamps, which are part of the fender structure itself. Normally, they're integrated somewhere down in the fascia, but for us, we wanted to make it part of the design element of the vehicle. You can see we have a fairly high belt line on the vehicle, but at the same time, you have a very dramatic sloping roof element. So kind of this combination of SUV and sport coupe at the same time. The other thing we've done is we've integrated the rear door handle in the blackout portion of the rear door. This is on the side profile to give the vehicle more of a coupe appearance, more so than a sedan or a crossover product. As we walk to the rear of the vehicle, you can see there are some very interesting characteristics on the back of this vehicle. First of all, the rear hatchback itself gives you the flavor of a crossover, which is what you're normally seeing, but this kind of integrated, what we call D kind of headlamp, this rear combi lamp is very integrated, very strong element in the design of the vehicle, very characteristic of things like our 370Z. One of the other really interesting elements in this vehicle is the fact that we've got 17-inch V-rated tires standard on the vehicle. Very uncharacteristic on a B platform, and actually more in tune with a sporty car than you normally see.
The Juke is a very exciting car for us. It was really inspired initially from our European counterparts, my associates in Europe. We have a vehicle called the Qashqai in Europe that's a very popular C-segment crossover. They were looking for a vehicle for kind of the younger men in particular, kind of aggressive car, fun to drive, exciting. We identified that clear need here in the United States too. So this vehicle, the Juke, this B-platform vehicle for the US is offered in front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive. We only have one powertrain. It's a over 180 horsepower, 1.6 liter downsized turbo. And we're really pushing manual transmission on this car also. We're hoping maybe 20–25% will be MTs. So trying to really maximize that fun factor. Sure. And the all-wheel drive system you referred to is what we refer to as a vectoring all-wheel drive system. So not only does it do the front-rear split up to 50-50, it also can move the torque in the rear wheels left to right. So when it's sensing how you're cornering, it actually will vector the torque to the wheels depending on to reduce understeer.
And does it have a standard rear wheel bias to improve the just the base handling?
No, the basic platform is a front wheel drive platform. Now what it will do is when you start your car, it'll start out at a 50-50 split. Okay. And as you start to drive, if it doesn't sense any need for rear wheel usage, it'll push more towards front wheel drive, kind of maximizing fuel economy. But when it needs the rear, it's there.
It's an SUV that's sporty, so they call it kind of a sport utility vehicle. But with the size, it's perfect for the city or if you live outside the suburbs, if you have to drive back and forth into the city to work or when you go out and hang out. It's a size that you can get in and out. It's maneuverable. You can park, but you also have it designed for those who want sportiness, style, and fun.
Hello, I'm Mike Drongowski, Nissan North America, Senior Manager for Product Planning. We're here just outside of Vancouver, British Columbia, here for a media test drive for the all-new Nissan Juke. The Juke is a combination, it's a new sports cross, it's a combination of a sport utility vehicle, a crossover vehicle with elements of a sports coupe, and it's a new vehicle for us, a new concept execution, and we're very excited about this vehicle coming to market. Here outside of Vancouver, in the beautiful weather, the beautiful sun, the beautiful scenery, giving people a chance to drive the car and get some good impressions about it.
Wow, this is nice. Go, Bert.
First realize.
What's the trunk space like? Can I pop it?
Yes, there.
You like it? Do you like it?
It's on the smaller side of the crossover, but that's what they're meant to be. They're supposed to have that all-wheel drive, but then not as big and gas-guzzling as like the SUVs, right? So it's nice.
In the Nissan family, the Juke is the baby brother to the Rogue and the Murano. And like the youngest ones, you know, they always want attention. They always want to be bold and stand out. And you can tell by the aggressive styling here on the Juke that that is exactly what Nissan intended with this vehicle. Take a look at the headlights. The headlights are here, but also you have your alligator eyes, and that has your running lights and your turn signal indicators. Also, if you can see, the wheels are standing out from the vehicle. They're stretched. They've got nice fat wheels. This particular one has 17-inch wheels, but you can get 18-inch wheels here on the Juke. Let's take a look at the interior of the Nissan Juke. The design, well, they call it motorsport style cabin. And you have a command seating position, which means you're right here over the steering wheel. Ergonomically, everything is right there for you. You can touch it. As a matter of fact, the gear shifter is in a higher position, so you don't have to reach down as far. The center console is inspired by the look of a motorcycle. You know, the gas tank that sits right between you and the handlebars on a motorcycle. It's nice and shiny, and it has that kind of look to it. Also, the way that they've designed the interior, it's functional, but at the same token, it's really nice in design. Although it's super sporty as an SUV, the Nissan Juke does have 4 doors. Now, here's one of the things I like about the rear doors. I like the little handle here. That's kind of cute. So it's not here, but right up here. But I tell you, when it comes to getting in the back, you see I hit my head just a little bit. I got to tell you, my knees aren't touching the front seat, but not by much, just about that much. So if you are a person who drives a carpool, I don't think this is the car for you. But if you and one of your friends every once in a while, you have maybe 3 or 4 people, but it's maybe just you and your significant other, and you like to get on the road, then here's what you do. You take the back seat, you put it down, you grab some gear, and you just hit the road. The base model of the Juke starts at under $20,000, and you can go all the way to the SL with all-wheel drive and everything in it for under $25,000. So budget-wise, it's not bad. Like I said, it's a sweet vehicle. It's short, small, it's compact, but it's sporty. It's got nice power. The only thing I would say is do not use it if you are a carpooler, because 4 people in there all day is not going to work. But 2 people in the back every once in a while, and you and your significant other riding around the city is going to be fun. Like I said, if it's the 2 of you, you can drop the rear seats and you have lots of cargo space. So it looks to be a fun car that you can drive around and juke in. For a Planet vehicle in beautiful, beautiful British Columbia right outside of Vancouver, I'm Alvin Jones, and of course, this is Planet Vehicle.